There's some debate over America's favorite pastimes, but dining out is holding its own next to football and binge-watching TV shows. I recently visited a restaurant in Rochester hoping to solve any debate over where to eat. As I learned, this isn't just any restaurant, but a place where dreams and a mean dish of jerk chicken are being made every day. Take a look.
It was soul singer Jerry Butler who sang "Only the Strong Survive." While Butler was singing about love, that phrase is a pretty good description of the fast-paced and competitive restaurant industry. But at this spot, in Rochester's neighborhood of the arts, employees believe it doesn't just take strength, but also a village to survive. Nestled between Selena's Mexican restaurant and Knox Cocktail Lounge at Village Gate Square is a new restaurant that opened this year featuring Caribbean soul cuisine.
I got fried chicken, Tupelo fried chicken, and coconut rice and beans.
There's also the French fries, loaded with shredded jerk chicken and sriracha mayo. The chicken curry and rice bowl with grilled pineapples on the side, sweet tea, and other menu items hailing from the Caribbean and the southeastern part of the U.S. So you may be wondering, what makes this restaurant any different from others in Rochester?
It feels super community, homey. It just feels like you could get to know people, and especially if you're coming regularly, you know, everybody knows your name sort of a thing. You could really get to know the students and they'd get to know you.
That's right, students. The name of the restaurant is RYCE. It's an acronym for Rochester Youth Culinary Experience. All the youth are currently enrolled in or recent graduates from here, East High School's Culinary Arts program.
We couldn't find anything that really fit what we were doing, being at the high school level and being a standalone business. So we're just moving forward, and any pointers people give us, we take them and do what we can with them and just figure it out as we go.
RYCE is the brainchild of Kelly and Aaron Metris. The husband and wife team are anything but novices when it comes to the restaurant industry. They're also the owners of Selena's and partners at Knox Cocktail, the next-door neighbors of RYCE.
We had this blank space and we wanted to build it up from scratch, and we could show them what it took to open their own place if they ever wanted to do so in the future. So we reached out to all of the local high schools, and we got partnered up with East High, where we met Jeff Cristiano, who was amazing, and he jumped on the opportunity, and within minutes of meeting him, we were like, he's a perfect fit.
There's gonna be too much stuff in here. Not empty.
Fine.
Creating the restaurant beyond its initial concept was the job of the East High students. Everything from the open kitchen, tiki hut, and surfboard bar came from their ideas.
Every meeting, I tried to make it my business to be there. The menu I had a part of, the decorations I had a part of, how everything was going to be presented to the public. That's what I brought to the table.
Kelly, Aaron, and I tried really hard to not influence the kids' decisions at all. What it's going to give to the students is an opportunity to take everything that they've learned and apply it to the real world. So Saturday night, when they're backed up, it's confusing and they're a little bit behind, they have to figure out, how do I get out of the weeds? How do I get out of this situation? I can't teach them that in a classroom.
You have to really be, on your feet, because you make food and you don't want to burn the food, and you don't want to make sure, you don't want to be, upset the customers. So you really have to be on top of things and always stay professional.
RYCE, which operates as a nonprofit, took out $100,000 in loans to help with opening costs. Support from East High, Palmer Foods, and other local partners have played a key role in the process. The restaurant has a total of 18 current and former students on the payroll. They also receive work opportunity credits through their school. The hope now? To make RYCE self-sustaining and a model that can be replicated down the road.
That's essentially our ultimate goal, is that the food's going to speak for itself and the service is going to speak for itself, and the students are phenomenal, and that people are going to be impressed and they're going to come back and bring their friends.
Students say they want the restaurant to also become a gathering place for the community and a training ground for their future goals.
I'm definitely trying to take little mental notes and figure out what really does well and what doesn't. One day this is going to be me, this is going to be what I'm going to be doing.
I grew up like in inner city, and the people that I know are from the inner city. You meet new different people, and you bring like your side into others, so everybody just become one.
Cooking icon Julia Child said people who love to eat are always the best people. With its doors now open, Rochester's Youth Culinary Experience hopes those who love to eat will stop by, introduce themselves, and stay long enough to taste some jerk chicken and sweet tea.
Be sure to check out Rochester Youth Culinary Experience at the Village Gate. While their doors are open now, they're celebrating their grand opening extravaganza on Tuesday, March 7th from 3:30 to 8 p.m. And that wraps up this edition of Need to Know, Rochester's news magazine program. I'm your host, Helen Bianduti-Hofer. Thank you for tuning in tonight and throughout the weekend here on WXXI. And we appreciate those of you who join us online at WXXInews.org. Have a great night.